Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all my contact information, including my email and social media links, in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. All right, Scorpio, let's get into this. What do we have for Scorpio at the foundation, please? Wheel of Fortune at the foundation. Okay. What do we have at the sacral? So this is what I've been picking up for you guys, Scorpio. There's something coming in. And I said in the last reading, I feel like it's coming in the next month. This is something you guys have been working on for quite some time now. This has seen a lot of resistance. There's been a lot of people that have tried to slow you down and distract you from pulling this through. Ten of Swords at the sacral. Okay, so this is recovering from this energy now that has been creating this resistance around you and being able to move on and finally pull through this manifestation for yourself. Okay, so what do we have at the solar plexus here? Solar plexus position. The World. Wow. This is completion of a cycle here. And Five of Wands. So this is all that resistance, right? Look, Scorpio, it doesn't matter anymore. There's always going to be resistance. But with this particular situation, this is the situation that's going to define how you pull through all your manifestations from this point forward. You now kind of see where resistance lies. The people that you had around you that created this resistance in your life to stop you from pulling manifestations through. So you are aware of all this now. So moving forward, everything you do after this initial manifestation you pull through will be done with much more ease, right? Because you've gained all this wisdom. So this is not only are you pulling through something new, but you're completing a cycle and a lesson all at the same time. Look at that, 5 to the 6 of Wands. Okay, so this is major, major victory in your life. And I believe that for a lot of you guys, some of you guys are going to get some sort of recognition for this too, which tells me that I feel as though some of you guys are artists out there. Whether you write books, music, just something you're creating, something that is going to be recognized on a global scale. People all over the world are going to recognize this. So whatever field you're in and whatever you're trying to pull through, whatever you do, don't stop, okay? You're literally right there. You're right there on the precipice of it. I don't think there's anything that could stop you at this point, Scorpio. They would literally have to take you out. And even then, I don't even think that could stop it. It's like one of these things where what you're creating here is legendary. It's something that will live well beyond your lifetime. It's generational. So with this 8 of Swords at the third eye, you're seeing now how there was really nothing ever that was stopping you. It was just a programming that you had placed on you probably from when you were a really, really young child, okay, which had you in this 8 of Swords Gemini self-imposed mental prison. You didn't know it was there, though. That's the thing. So this is really an action that was taken by, let's say, parental figures, or people in your family, people who had some sort of say-so over your life when you were younger, and that influence just carried through into your adult life. So it was a standard that you had to break in your life to start pulling through your manifestations, because you were working so hard to try and pull things through, and they weren't coming to fruition, right? So you started to look deeper. You started to look more into the spiritual side of pulling manifestations through, which really just led you down a complete rabbit hole. And it was life-changing for you. What took place when you started to dig under the surface as to why these manifestations possibly weren't coming through. So this really had to happen this way. So a lot of you feel like a lot of time was wasted. You had a lot of time taken from you, right? You were deprived of a lot of your youth, I feel, but it had to happen exactly like this. It couldn't have happened any other way. Because, like I said, this is generational. This is something that's going to live well beyond your time on this planet, Scorpio. Okay? And that is something that no one can compete with. And no one can take away from you, because this is something that is divinely ordered to come through you, because the divine sees you as someone who was willing to put in the work, sacrifice everything in your life, and prove yourself. Prove yourself to the divine that you were the right person for this task, for this piece of art, for this job, for whatever this is. What do we have at the crown? Crown position. 5 of Swords at the crown. So this is all related to this bullying energy, right? That I feel like you guys have now pushed through. You're seeing how the only thing that was stopping you were literally other people in your life, Scorpio. Other people in your life that have always been jealous of your gifts since the day they laid eyes on you. It's almost like you ignited the demons in these people. You really pulled all of their demons to the surface. You're like a walking exorcism. You walk past people and people just start to have an exorcism, right? Because they can't stand your light. So you're literally exposing all the demons on the planet, Scorpio, by the gifts that you're trying to bring into the world and manifest to help raise the collective vibration. Wow. Okay. Let's switch to the occult tarot, see what demons have been messing with you, Scorpio. 9 of Swords, Larray, Gemini energy, right? So this is this energy that wanted to keep you in this anxiety, grief, and depression. Keep you always distracted. Distracted with mundane things in everyday waking life that play no part in helping raise the collective vibration, and that were the complete polar opposite from this gift you were trying to pull through to give to the world, to help make the world a better place. Okay. The Devil, Moloch, that card shot right across the room over here. So this is an energy, so accepts child sacrifice is what it says right here, right? So I feel like this has come up in a few readings too with a few of the other zodiac signs the past few weeks. There's been a lot of illumination around people who have been held back by family members, parents, let's just say parents. And these parents get to these children right from the moment of inception, as soon as they're born, and start placing like all these curses, word witchery, black magic, just voodoo, just all sorts of weird stuff. And what they do is they have these agreements they make with the devil, Moloch, right, to get blessings in their life from this lower vibrational entity, but in return, they need to make sure that your gifts never come to fruition. So what they're doing is they're actually sacrificing your gifts for blessings in their life. Okay, so right here, it says right there, accepts child sacrifice. So a lot of you guys have gone through this, and a lot of you guys have started to see this now. There's been a lot of illumination around this. Well, as much as you can have for something as deep as this, something that is so well hidden. Because the thing is, you hear something like this, and you're like, oh, that's crazy. That can never happen. But guys, it does, and it has, okay? The only thing that's crazy is thinking that this couldn't happen, right? So it's a big gaslighting energy around this sort of energy that goes about stopping you, right? You start to see it through illumination, quite possibly through divination, tarot, or in your dreams or meditation. These messages start to come through to you from the divine. The divine's trying to tell you. And then as you speak about this, people gaslight you and they say, oh, that's just crazy talk, right? And then it's like a way of also alienating you. So It's a very isolating place to be when you're born into something like this. This is why the gift that you guys have coming through because of what you've been through is so huge and so great. And like I said, it's generational, which you're going to pass down through your family to help raise the vibration of your bloodline. It's going to make up for everything you've been through, and it's going to make sense, right? It's going to all be worth it, Scorpio. Okay, what do we have at the solar plexus? How fast? Two of Swords. So with this Two of Swords energy, this is an energy here of, this is the energy they wanted to keep you in, right? So it's an energy of confusion, right? It's an energy of being overloaded, but being overloaded with, like I said, everyday mundane things, right? To where you actually don't reach out, complete this cycle, world energy, and pull through this manifestation. But they can't do it anymore. It's too far. You're just too powerful now. They can't stop you. And the thing is, all the power came through to you when you had illumination around this. So it's like them realizing you've had illumination, and everything they do now is just going directly back to them. And I'm basically speaking about word witchery, spell work, voodoo, whatever it is they're throwing your way, Scorpio. It's all going back to them because a lot of you guys are aware this has been taking place and you're doing things to protect yourself, right? Whether that's meditating, saying your prayers, just doing things around your home like saging and taking your spiritual baths and all this. It all helps. It all adds up to help protect you as a whole. But it's more so just the awareness that this is out there in the ethers. You knowing it's out there makes it very difficult for it to actually come through and affect you. If it does affect you, it's very, very quick and it goes away very fast. But it happens for a reason because the divine wants you to know that's taking place so you can look into doing things to protect yourself. Okay, Scorpio, what do we have at the heart position? Four of Cups, Shacks, Cancer energy at the heart. Every time you were trying to pull through these manifestations for yourself and you couldn't figure out why they just weren't coming to fruition, right? And in the 11th hour, they would just dissipate into the ethers like they never existed. See, this all has to do with these people that you shared these things with, people that were really close to you. And what they were doing, you would share these things and then they would speak out into the ethers some sort of a curse or some sort of a word witchery, some sort of, they put like an evil eye on it, right? An evil eye on your manifestation, stopping it from coming through or blocking it or delaying it. And what I'm getting here is every manifestation that's been blocked or delayed is literally just waiting. It's just been like clogged up. It's like there's been a clog in the manifestation line, and that clog is about to release, Scorpio. Okay, and this is what's coming through for you guys. And I feel like it's coming through in the next month. Okay, for a lot of you guys who you'll be aware of what this is because it's something you've been working on. Okay, so whatever that thing is, keep going, guys. Do not stop. No matter what happens, do not stop. Okay, you keep pushing through. In fact, you push harder than ever before now. Okay, and when these retrogrades are over, you give that thing to the world. Okay, and you don't allow anything to stop you. No matter what comes your way, just go right through it. Okay, so right here, this is this energy always coming to you after it sabotage your manifestation. Like, hey, guy. Like, see how it's like some weird bird, like consoling a horse? It's like, hey guy, it's okay, don't worry about it. It didn't matter anyway, it wasn't that cool. Just stay with me, right? Just stay with me here. We're just gonna stay here lonely together forever. You don't need to be famous. You don't need to pull through something into the world that's gonna help raise the collective vibration. Just stay down here with me. And you're like, but I just don't understand why I can't pull this manifestation through. I work so hard. I work 18 hours a day, every day for years now, and it's just not coming through. There's no reason. There's no good reason for this. Right. That's right, Scorpio. There's no good reason for it because these entities, these energies, quite possibly 5 people or more, have been doing something collectively, systematically behind the scenes to stop this from coming through. Okay? So you don't share anything with anyone, Scorpio. Literally no one. Just get this first step taken care of, this first part of your manifestation, get this out into the world, and then for step 2, then you reconvene and you use the wisdom you've gained from taking that first step and you move forward. So this, okay, let's just say like somebody's putting out a series of books, or say they're putting out an album, they're putting out one song at a time. It's like you just got to get that first book out or that first song out first, right? And then everything after that is going to be way easier to release or get out into the world, because you would have gained the experience of having this first step taken care of, right? So just keep it to yourself, guys. Keep it to yourself. Don't discuss it in the comments. Don't say anything about it. You keep it to yourself. Okay, what do we have at the throat? Strength, vine. Okay, so with this strength energy, this is an energy of them trying to always sabotage these victories for you, okay? It's keeping you in a place of discord, right? It's keeping you in a place of fear. And it's almost like what they created cause you to self-sabotage yourself. And they did this by projecting self-doubt onto you, right? So it's like maybe they say something and that absorbs into you, and then it creates this self-doubt, and then you create self-sabotage within yourself, right? So you guys are starting to understand now how this works, because a lot of people around you are probably gaslighting you, saying, oh, you're always self-sabotaging yourself. Well, no, I'm not. You're just projecting these weaknesses about my character onto me, or pulling things to the surface that don't matter about my character and making me overthink every single step that I take, right? But the thing is, Scorpio, all those things that people projected onto you as weaknesses about your character are actually all your strengths. Those are all the pieces of gold. Okay, these are all the things that you put into your music, all the things you put into your books, all the things that they made you feel ashamed for talking about these things, or they made you feel like you were uncool to talk about these things. No. Oh, no. Okay, think about all these things they projected onto you. Now do the opposite, Scorpio. Third eye position. Barbatos. God, I love when he comes out. So this is somebody who's always sticking their neck out for you, right? Barbatos. I'm Barbatos, Scorpio. I'm the 10 of Pentacles. I know how to get you your blessings. I know how to pull these manifestations through. You don't need to do anything. Just let me do it for you, Scorpio. Let me give you the money. Let me tell you how it's done. You don't need to listen to anybody else. Just stay right here in this dark little hole with me, and I'm going to make sure that you become a star, Scorpio, right? It's an energy that's always sticking its neck out for you, right? They always acted like they were doing everything for you to try and lay some sort of guilt on you, and that guilt was something they were projecting on you to actually slow you down, right? They were using your kindness against you, right? To make you weak. Huh. Okay. Let's pull the last card from the Angel Tarot and close this out. What do we have for Scorpio? 5 of Cups at the crown. Okay, so with this 5 of Cups energy, this is an energy of you moving on from this energy now. This is all this hope returning to you, okay? It's a recovery that you're having take place from these energies as you're pulling these manifestations through. So it's like you're pulling this manifestation through, and you're also ascending. So there's a multitude of things taking place all at the same time. It's like you step into this Wheel of Fortune, world energy, closing out these cycles, 10 of Swords, and you also have this tremendous, let's just say it's like a huge leap in your ascension takes place all at the same time, and it catapults you further down your path. Let's say further down your path to make up for what you may perceive as lost time because this energy here was holding you back. But again, Scorpio, it had to happen this way. Okay, so now you're going to take this into the second part of your manifestation after you pull through this first part, and things are going to move much more smoothly from here on out. Okay, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it there. Oh, I just got a huge smile on my face for you guys. You guys got this. Okay. Scorpio, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like a personal reading. All that information can be found in the description below. And thank you for your donations, you guys. I really appreciate it. Take care.